exploring the esoteric, journeying through the imaginal, expanding consciousness. I'm Lewis, and this is Pneumanosophy Academy. Do subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss anything. This video is on the art of manifesting. Manifesting what you want from life. Some have called this the law of attraction. This idea, quite simply, that if you change your thoughts, you can change your world. You can manifest, you can bring forward into your life new things, new relationships, new realities. This is going to be a practical video, a step-by-step guide as to how you can begin today using this technique and getting the kind of fulfillment and success in your life that you want to see. Our intention with this exercise then should be the shifting of thought patterns away from the negative towards the positive, away from focusing on what you don't want to happen towards a focus on what you do want to happen. So, what do you want? Begin by writing a list of the things that you want in life. And this is not just a reel it off exercise. You need to really take time to think about this. Why? Because if you really search your soul, what you want may not be as obvious as you think at first. This is, without a doubt, the most difficult part of this entire technique. Because what do you really want? We're so conditioned by society, by a model of success that we've downloaded from culture and from the media, that most of us, honestly, don't know what we want. And I know that it took me a long time to arrive at a clear answer to this question, so it does take time. And I certainly found that writing a list is a valuable tool that brought clarity to this question. What do you want from life? Perhaps you'll write a list now, and over the coming days you'll just allow it to percolate gently in your thoughts. You'll ask yourself these questions. Does the list tap into the core of who you are? Would fulfilling your list allow you to live out from the innermost essence of yourself? Would it bring a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose to your life if you were to realize what was on your list? In writing your list then, there are 3 rules to keep in mind. First, your list needs to be specific as possible. It can't just be a vague trajectory you have in mind. You need to really pin it down. Second, what you write on your list must be within the realm of the possible. And only you can discern for yourself what that means. Remember that the remarkable and the implausible are still possible. And thirdly, finally, you must keep your list completely secret. Why? Because family, friends, whomever will very likely run it down. It's human nature to do that, to deride the beliefs, the plans, the goals of others. It's part of that combative streak that runs through us. Most people, most of the time, given the opportunity to play the "you're an idiot, that's not how that works" card, the superiority card, will play it. And that can be very damaging. This whole technique is far more effective if you just don't talk about it. So here we are. Now that you have your list, we come to the crux of this video, the art of manifesting. As I said, our overall intention here is to shift your pattern of thought away from negative fixations, away from doomsday what-ifs that keep you up at night, towards the positive. We now have a clear idea of what the positive is. It would be the becoming of, the realization of those things stated on your list, those new states of being. When it comes to your thought world, your mind, you can think of it as being like an iceberg. Your thoughts that you're aware of, that you're conscious of, is the tip of that iceberg. The thoughts that sit above the surface of the water. But the vast majority of your thought world sits beneath the surface of the water. You are not aware of them at all. That part of your mind is referred to as your subconscious or your unconscious mind. And it is there that you must plant the longings of your heart. Now, I'm not going to get into why I think this works, why planting your deepest wants within the unconscious causes them to manifest and come forth. All I'll say is that my experience has shown that it is there, in the deepest strata of the mind, where our thoughts lie beneath awareness. It is there that we find the greatest permeability between your thought world and the realm of spirit. You and the source from which all creative energy flows. So, how do we do this? When we are on the edge of sleep, when you're not quite conscious, not quite unconscious, that state known as the hypnagogic state, it is then, when engaging with and having a creative exchange with your unconscious thought world is easiest. That is when your subconscious is most receptive. So, in the closing of the day, every day, do the following. Begin by clearing your mind, taking a few deep breaths and releasing the baggage of your day. Then read to yourself your list. But don't just read it. Imagine yourself receiving or living out the content of your list. And as you drift deeper and deeper into your sleep, root that imagery within your unconscious. Coupled with, and this is an important part, your emotional response to that imagery, to the fulfillment of your list. Experience it as if it is happening to you now. What joy does it bring? What gratitude? What love? Amplify and experience those emotions deeply. That is the key. In this hypnagogic state, with practice, you should be able to enter so fully into the experience that you believe that it is actually happening in that moment. And as you fall asleep, your desires may even pervade your dreams. When you begin to awaken the following morning, you'll often find that what has occupied your hypnagogic state of mind the night before continues to occupy you the following morning, continues to reside within your thoughts. That imagery, it becomes more and more apparent to us. And as our consciousness raises and we finally do awaken, the first thing you should do is read your list once more. And that's it. That is the complete technique. The only thing that I would add is when you do see results, you should then express gratitude to God, to the source, to the universe, to whatever constitutes the sacred in your own life. Send gratitude out. I have found this technique to be of great value in my own life. May you discover the same. I hope you found this video to be of value. If you've liked what you watched and would like to watch more, then do click here on a video on the history of this very idea. The father of this principle, Phineas Quimby, that if you change your thoughts, you can change your world.